In this video, I'm giving you the top 10 reasons why you can't get anything done. Hi, I'm Kara with Kara Renninger Consulting. Each week I provide you with strategies and suggestions on how you can move your business forward and start making the impact and the income that you've always dreamed of. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that now. So there's so many reasons why people don't get things done, and many entrepreneurs are super creative, and that's your strength. And sometimes organization and getting things done is not your strength. And many of the clients I work with struggle with this. The 10 reasons why you can't get anything done. The first reason that most people don't get anything done is because you're not setting intentions. So in order to accomplish something, you have to have an intention for it, right? If you just sit down and you want to try to get work done and you don't really know what you want to do or why or how you want to feel as a result of the work that you do, then it's going to be really hard to get the work done. And part of the problem is not setting an intention. If you don't have an intention set for what you want to happen from creating something for your business, then likely you won't get that energy back in the form of abundance. So I always recommend having an intention. When I go into a client conversation, I have an intention that I'm going to get a new client and I'm going to close that deal. So setting an intention is like super critical about getting things done. So that's the first thing that you might not be doing that could be preventing you from getting things done. The second big thing about why you can't get anything done is time blocking in advance. So it's very important to time block. Time management is crucial when you're trying to achieve success in your business. And like I said, if you just sit down and try to work on something, you're going to spend half your work time thinking about what you wanted to work on instead of actually working on it. So I recommend time blocking up to 2 weeks in advance in your calendar or more if you can. A lot of people forget things like when you want to stop working to have dinner with your family or prepare dinner, household things that you might want to take care of, appointments that you have, driving kids places, picking up kids from places. Sometimes that takes a lot more time than we think it does. So block it out in your calendar, put it in there. When the kids come home from school, or, if you're the parent who takes the kids to school in the morning or gets them ready, block that out in your calendar. That's actually time that you're not available to work on your business. And then block in time in your calendar, time that you are available to work on your business. I recommend putting 1 hour blocks for yourself. And I'll tell you more about why I recommend that in a little bit. So the third reason why people have struggles and aren't getting anything done is you're not keeping lists, or you're not keeping lists in a way that are conducive to getting things done. So I recommend you can use an app. I like the Evernote app. That's one of my personal favorites I've used for years. I also use my iPhone's Note app. Every phone, there's a million different note apps out there. Use whatever you like. Google Tasks, whatever it is, just use whatever you like. And I recommend having a to-do work list, a to-do personal list, and then I also keep a note called Scratch, like a scratch pad. And what you do is, as you have things that come up, things that you think of, write it down. Somebody said to me the other day, I asked the client, "Oh, how are you keeping track of the things that you want to get done in your work?" And she said, "I'm just praying I remember." And if you're like me, you might not be able to remember everything like we once were able to. And no matter what your age is, remembering everything is challenging when you have a lot in your brain. So take the time to jot things down on the list. You can put them into your project management system later if you have one. Okay, so far we said not setting intentions, not time blocking in advance, not keeping lists are some of the reasons why you can't get anything done. Another reason that you can't get anything done is you're probably opening emails on your phone and not solving them, and maybe spending time wasted scrolling on social media. And I'm not going to give you a lecture about how to use your time for social media. We all use it at different times for leisure and just to kind of give our brains a break. So make your own decisions about how much time you're spending on social media and where you're using that time and if it's benefiting you and your goals. I will talk about opening emails on your phone. So we all have been trained ourselves to think that if we get an email, it's an emergency, right? We should look at it right away and solve the problem. And that's just not true. Somebody emailing you, 24 hours is a very reasonable time frame to respond to someone. And looking at emails when you can't actually address them or solve them isn't benefiting you. I like to follow the rule that you only handle it once. So when you get an email, don't open them on your phone. Schedule a time in your calendar when you can open your emails, answer your Voxer messages, your DMs, whatever it may be. Schedule time for that. Don't just do it randomly all day long, because it'll distract your energy from what you really want to focus on and get done for your personal life, for your business, and it's time you want to spend with your family. So don't open emails on your phone, open them on your computer, or if you are going to open them on your phone, whenever you open emails, make sure that you are able to handle them that moment and get them done. And that brings me to my next reason why you might not be getting things done. I follow a rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. For example, if you buy things at the store and it needs to be put in another room, say you have shampoo and it needs to get put in the bathroom upstairs, don't put it on the stairs to be taken up to the bathroom later. Walk it up and put it in the shower right now while you have it. And use that strategy for everything that comes to you. If you get emails and it's your time to look at emails, answer it right then, handle it right then, send the document they need, give them the information they need. Whatever you can do, if it takes less than 2 minutes, it doesn't go on your list, just get it done. So another reason why you can't get anything done might be that you're not doing the weekend plan ahead. I call it the weekend plan ahead, but you can decide whatever day you want it to be for yourself, Thursday, Friday. I usually do it on Sunday, where I look at what I've scheduled for the week and I see areas where I may have difficulty. An area where maybe I didn't schedule a lunch break for myself and I need to think ahead and have something prepared. An area where I've overbooked myself and I need to change something. Oftentimes what happens is space where I have blocked out time to work on my own business gets over full. And I need to move that to another place. So I highly recommend doing a weekend plan ahead and just looking at it. Do I have everything on here? Did one of my kids tell me that they needed me to do something on a certain day and I didn't have that in my calendar? Do I need to add travel time to get to and from places? Make sure that your week ahead, you know what to expect, right? And you know what to look for. It'll help you feel so much more prepared, and then you can move things to places where it may not work. Along those same lines, another thing that you might be doing that's making you not get things done is not doing the day ahead preview. So at the end of every day, whatever time that is for you, if it's the end of your work day, it's the end of your night, whatever it is, plan time. It could be in the morning. Look at the next day and see where you need to make an adjustment. Time blocking and calendar management is all about adjusting. So it's about pre-scheduling as much as you can and knowing that you're the owner of your calendar. You are the owner of your time. Planning ahead is freedom. I'm going to say that again. Planning ahead for your time is freedom. It's not locking you into anything. It's choosing how you want to spend your time and then giving yourself the grace and the time to look at it ahead of time and say, does that work for me? Does that match my schedule? I found myself in a situation where I had somehow blocked out 2 days of client appointments and I didn't give myself a lunch break or any break at all from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that's just not realistic, right? I'm going to need a break. Then I'm going to be a few minutes late to a client and it's just not going to be a good look. So I had to adjust my schedule to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and serving my clients' needs. Okay, back to my list here. So another reason why people don't get things done, and this might be affecting you, is that you don't have a system for tracking when you're busy. I talked a little bit about that before with my scratch note idea. And so if you don't have a system for when you're busy and things just hectic, I have to have a system for when I'm on client calls all day, how to keep track of information, and then at the end of the day, transfer it to the right places, such as Asana I use for project management, or to my list of personal things I need to get done, etc. So design a system for yourself of what to do when you get done. It's like the client I talked about earlier who said, well, I just hope I remember everything. Well, I'll tell you that's not a good system and you may not remember everything. So use the idea that I gave you, the strategy of the notes that you keep in your phone at all times, and then decide how you're going to use that information. Where are you going to transfer it to? Create a sort of rule for yourself that feels right to you. For me, it's when I end my workday, I'm going to make sure that everything that's a task that needs to get done gets put in the right place for me so that I don't have a huge list that I have to face in the morning that's a disorganized mess. All right, so 10 reasons why you can't get anything done. You're being too hard on yourself. I'm going to say it again. You're being too hard on yourself. What happens so often is people don't block the time out or they don't follow the plan that they set and they beat themselves up for it. You beat yourself up for it and you say, I'm not getting done what I wanted to get done. And so instead, what you do is you give yourself more work to do. Just think about that. Does that make sense? Is that logical? If you're not able to get done what you had originally planned, is adding more for yourself to do actually going to help you get more done? The answer is no. So be realistic for yourself. I said earlier, I recommend 1 hour time blocks, and I'm sticking with that. Don't block out more time for yourself to get work tasks done. Break it up. Even if you're going to work for 3 hours on something in your business, break it up into 1 hour time chunks. The first hour, I'm going to outline XYZ. The second hour, I'm going to record videos. The third hour, I'm going to do this portion of it. Break it down for yourself, and don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace. Creating time management and scheduling and calendar blocking, it's all about flexibility. It's training your brain on flexibility, but helping you refocus on what really matters to you. So you have to give yourself a little grace when you're doing it. Okay, and the last thing on the list of the reasons why you can't get anything done is that you are not moving things that you don't get done into a new place on your calendar. Instead, so many people just create new things for themselves to get done. And that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. If you time blocked for something and you think that it's important and it'll help you move forward, and you don't get it done when you had planned, which happens to everybody, it's such a normal thing, and don't beat yourself up over it, but go ahead and move it. That's a really high level problem solving skill that you need to employ for yourself in your business and in getting things done, is to move it to a new place. If I blocked out time on a Tuesday to work on a new marketing initiative for my business, and I had to fill that time up with a rescheduled client meeting or something else, then I need to move that time that I plan to work on that marketing initiative for my business to another place. So use that strategy for yourself when you do your weekend preview and your daily 1 day ahead preview. If there's something that needs to get moved, make sure that you move it. Do that for yourself, and you'll start to be able to get things done. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked what you heard in this video, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what strategy you're going to try. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and do that now.